Alright, this video I'm doing the MRSM paper 1. Okay, this set is really difficult. Okay, there's a lot of challenging question in this set. So, alright, let's start. Okay, so we have question 1 here. Simplify this thing and state the final answer in this form and where P is constant. Alright, so when we try to simplify this, we always have to keep looking at this thing here because we want our answer in this form, right? So let's write it down. 4, okay, yang square root ni siapa yang square root? 4 yang square root ke A yang square root? Actually both also get square root because the square root is for 4 and A. So it becomes 4 times square root 4 times square root A. Okay, ini maksud dia. Minus 3 over square root A. This thing is the same. Square root 9A. The 9 and the A both has the square root. Both need to square root. So square root 9 darab dengan square root A like this. Okay, because you learn in the law of surd already. If I give you square root A times square root B, it should become square root AB, right? So if I give you square root AB, you should be able to pecahkan balik jadi square root A times square root B. So just like this, right? So wait oh lama. So let's write it again. Sorry, I accidentally erased everything. Okay, 4 times square root 4 times square root A minus 3 over square root A plus square root 9 times square root A. Right, so this is 9, this is A. Okay, we know square root 4 is 2 and we know square root 9 is 3. So it will become 4 times 2 is 8 square root A minus 3 over square root A plus 3 square root A. Okay, and now I can see that the 8 square root A and 3 square root A boleh buat sama-sama, right? 8 square root A plus 3 square root A is 11 square root A minus with 3 over square root A. Don't forget your answer should be in this form. So don't stop here. Okay, don't stop here because they already say state the final answer in this form. Means what you have to do. Can you see this form is a single fraction? You know, it's a single fraction. So I should turn this into a single fraction as well. And how to turn this into a single fraction? Samakan per bawah. Alright. Samakan the denominator. So that there's nothing here, it's actually over 1. So to samakan, I have to times with square root A and the benda atas also have to times with square root A. So you will get 11 square root A times square root A, which is 11A. And this thing, you just minus 3. That's it. Okay. So now you have this single fraction thing, but it's still not in this form yet. Because you look at this form, it's bracket BA minus 3 square root A over A. So what I need to do now? Can you see the denominator they want in this form is A, but now mine is square root A. So kalau nak jadikan dia A, I should rationalize. Am I right? It means I'm not done yet. Okay, I'm not done yet because my final answer is not in this form yet. So what I have to do is rationalize. And how to rationalize? Times with square root A times square root A. And do not take the square root A and darab masuk atas. Why? Tengok sini. Dia punya square root A tak darab masuk kan? So kenapa you darab masuk? Just leave it 11A minus 3. The square root A just put in the bracket like this. Don't try to darab masuk because they never darab masuk. So you also don't have to darab masuk, right? It means the 11A minus 3 times square root A, the square root A just put like this. And then over the square root A times square root A, it become A, right? And this is the answer, right? This is the answer, okay? You don't have to take this and darab masuk, because they want to state the answer in this form, and in this form they never darab masuk, so I didn't darab masuk also, okay? I won't darab masuk also lah. Okay, let's move on. Question number 2. This is obviously indices question, all right? Just from the looks of it, you know it's indices, surd, and logarithm. So how to do? They want you to solve this thing plus. So this is indices, and what you need to do is pecahkan everything, okay? If it's times divide, then you will use the law of indices. A power m times a power n is a power m plus n. But if it's a plus minus, you have to pecahkan everything. Okay, so how to pecahkan everything? It will become 5 power x times 5 power 1 plus 5 power x times 5 power 3 plus 5 power x equals to, okay, the 5 power x here is just 5 power x lah, and then bracket 42x plus 5, right? So I can see after I pecahkan, there are some there's some terms that I can solve. For example, 5 power 1 is 5, all right, and I have to times with 5 power x, so I can just open the bracket like this, plus with, and the same thing here, 5 power 3 boleh buat 1 to 5, so I write 1 to 5, and the one yang tak boleh buat, I just bungkus, right? I just put in the bracket, plus Okay, the 5 power x cannot do. Okay, it's just bungkus it equals to 5 power x bracket 42x plus 5. And can you see after you bungkus, you get like 5 power x, 5 power x, 5 power x. So you can anggapkan this sebagai A. So it becomes 5A plus 125A plus A. Alright, means you let A equals to 5 power x. What is 5A plus 125A? 130A. 130A plus A, 131A. Alright, and you know the hubungan here is darab. So you can just pindah the whole 5 power x here jadi bahagi, and then here you just left with 42x plus 5. Alright, and now you can potong. So it's just left with 131 equals to 42x plus 5, and x equals to 131 minus 5, which is 126, divide 42, and x is equals to 3, and that's the answer. All right, let's go to question B. This is logarithm question, right? Okay, so first thing first is you have to look at the base. I don't care. You have to look at the base. If the base different, memang tak boleh buat. So log square root mn base m, and this one is log base m and then m over square root n. So base sudah sama kan? Then only you can proceed, you can continue. So if the base same and then separate log plus, you can jadikan single log times, right? Single log times, all right? So separate log plus single log times, okay? Single log darab. So it will be what times what? Square root m. Okay, I told you just now the same thing, right? In question number 1, right? If they give you like square root 9a, it's actually square root 9 times square root a. So the same thing, you can apply the same thing here. Square root mn is actually square root m times with square root n, and then times again with the m over square root n. Why here I write times? Because plus, okay? Separate log plus single log times, all right? That's why, okay? And then I can see square root n square root a can potong wo, and then left with square root n times m. Okay, what is square root n times m? It's m power 3 over 2, all right? Because we know that the square root m, we know that the square root m is actually power 1 over 2, and the m here is just power 1. So when the base sama darab, the power we will plus. So you get m power 3 over 2. That's why I know it's 3 over 2. And bila log number ada kuasa, boleh letak depan like this. So you just, and then the log mm is 1, so the answer is 3 over 2. All right, and that's all. That's the answer. All right, it's simple as that. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. Diagram 1 shows the first 3 art statues in a cuboid shape, with a square base arranged by Ali in his new closet. Oh, this is very important. Square base. It means the base is a square. So I can actually tell that this is x, this is x, this is x also, because they are all square base. So this is x also. Means the length is x, the breadth, or you can also say the lebar is x, and then the tinggi is different for all. Y plus 5, y plus 10. So you can tell this is progression already. You can tell this is janjang already. Okay. So now we can, okay, they draw another diagram for you. Okay. And I want you to take note on this thing here. Can you see they put a dotted line here? Yeah, this will be very important later on. Okay, but for now, let's read the question first. All right. Given that the height of the closet is 60 cm, all right, we can see that. So this is a closet. Okay, it means like the part for you to letak the clothes lah, all right. And the height of each cuboid is 5 cm more than the previous cuboid. So the height keeps on increasing, right? Y cm, y plus 5, y plus 10, all right. The height keeps increasing. The volume of cuboids form an arithmetic progression. So terus tulis lah progression dia. Terus tulis dia punya progression for volume, because they say the volume of cuboid form an arithmetic progression. So immediately I will find out the volume for the first rectangle, or I mean the first cuboid, which is length times breadth times height, which is x square y. Okay, and the next one will be x times x, which is x square times y plus 5. So x square times y plus 5, you will get x square y, and then 5x square plus 5x squared, right? And what about the third one? X times x is x squared, darab with y plus 10. So you'll get x squared y plus 10x squared, right? And it keeps going. It keeps going, right? It keeps going. But you don't have to write so many, okay? 3 terms is enough. So the A is x squared y, and the D is actually 5x squared. Why? Because if you try to take this one minus this one, the T2 minus T1, you will get 5x squared. Or you can also take T3 minus T2, you will get the same answer, all right? So now they say the volume form a arithmetic progression, and I already write down the progression. So now it's like very easy for me already. So now only I will look at A. Okay. Can you see when I read the soalan, I don't actually care what the soalan wants. Okay. I just do whatever I can do. I just focus on what I can get. I don't care what the question asks also. Right. Sometimes if you focus too much on what the question wants, you will get blindsided. It means you will get more confused actually sometimes. So try to just focus on what you can get, not what they want. All right. A, they say the volume of 6 cuboid is 4500. Oh, you can write something here. The volume of the 6th cuboid. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. So you can actually like T6 is 4500. This is volume, right? And then the sum of the volume of first four is 11,000. So S4 equals to 11,000, right? So my working will be like this lah. T6. So what's the formula for Tn? It will be A plus N minus 1D. So the A will be x squared y plus N minus 1 will be 5. And then D will be 5x squared equals to 4,500, right? And I can form an equation here, x squared y plus 25x squared equals to 4,500. Did I do it correctly? Yes, yes. And I think there's nothing much I can do here already because there's two unknowns and I'm just stuck here, but it's okay. I can do simultaneous equation later. I call this equation 1, I come to S4. I come here and I use the Sn formula. And what is the Sn formula? It's n over 2, big bracket, 2a plus n minus 1d. It's given in the exam. This formula is given in the exam. All right, so n over 2 is 4 over 2, big bracket, 2a, and the a is x squared y, right? Plus n minus 1, which is 3, and times with d, 5x squared equals to 11,000. All right, so 4 divided 2 is 2, all right? And here is 2x squared y, so 2 times 2x squared y is just 4x squared y, plus with 15x squared times 2 is actually 30x squared equals to 11,000. And now this is my equation 2, right? So now how can I, okay, before I call it equation 2, actually I can see I can simplify here, right? I can divide everything by 2. So I get 2x squared y divided by 2, which is 15x squared, and divide this by 2. Let's use my calculator. 11,000 divide 2, 5,500. So this is my, okay, and then I will call this my equation 2. And now what I do is I will take equation 1 times with 2 because I want to use penghapusan method. Actually, penggantian can work also. Yeah, penggantian can also, but I will use penghapusan. The reason is because I can see x square y, x square number. Can you see the, how to say, the way it's positioned? You know, x square y and then x square and then number. And can you see here also same x square y, x square number? And I can see this is x square y, this is 2x square y. So if I take equation 1 times 2, I will get, then I can just minus lah. I just take equation 2 minus equation 1. So I will get what? Times 2. So 2x squared y. Okay, what is 25x squared times 2? 50x squared. Okay, and 4,500 times 2 is just 9,000. And then I just minus because I'm doing penghapusan. So 2x squared minus 2x squared y hilang terus. Jadi 0. 15x squared minus 50x squared is negative 35x squared. And this one I use my calculator. 5500 divide 9,000. A neg. Okay, negative the 3,500. So x squared is equals to 100 and x is equals to plus minus square root 100 and x equals to plus minus 10. But x is the length and it's also the lebar, the breadth. So how can this be 10 cm? So I can say the since x has to be bigger than 0, x is equals to 10, right? But is that what they want? Find value of x and y. So yes, they want the x, but they also want the y. So how? I can ganti balik lah. So x square y plus 25x square equals to 4,500. And the x I already know is 10. It's 10 here. So it becomes 100y plus 10 square is 100. So here is 2,500 equals to 4,500. So if I want to find y, I just tekan 4,500 minus 2,500 equals and then I divide 100. So I get 20. All right, so this is your answer and this is also your answer. All right, so this is how you get 3 marks. Okay, 3 marks for all this. Okay, all right, so B, Ali wants to arrange 10 cuboids horizontally in a row in the closet. Can he do that? Verify your answer by calculation. And that's the whole question, right? That's the whole question. All right, you should look at the diagram. You should look at the diagram because can you see this diagram? Actually, we never use this diagram in A. Yeah, we never use this diagram. This one. All right, in soalan A. So it means we will be referring to this diagram in soalan B because this is the final question, right? For this part. So Ali wants to arrange 10 cuboid horizontally like this, like 1, the first cuboid, and then 2, and then 3, and then it keeps going until the 10th cuboid. All right, and they want to arrange horizontally lah, so it keeps going lah, it keeps going. In a row, can he do that? Verify your answer by calculation. Okay, so if I want to know whether he can do that until the 10th cuboid, first I need to know what's my limitation, right? Like the closet dimension can be how much? So can you see the closet the height must be 60 cm. Can you see that? But the length is not fixed. Can you see they put a dotted line here? So we can actually assume that the dotted line here means that the length of the closet can go very far. It means can go suka hati, like can go like berapa jauh pun boleh. That's why they put dotted line here. But the height can only go 60 cm. All right. It means what I can do is I can find the height of the 10th cuboid. If the height of the 10th cuboid is below 60 cm, it means it can fit nicely here. Okay, it means it can fit nicely here. But if the height is more than 60 cm, then we have a problem because it will just like, how to say, outside the closet already. Means cannot fit lah. Cannot fit. We don't have to care about the length because they put dotted line here. This dotted line shows that the closet can be any length. It can be panjang mana pun boleh. It's not fixed. The length is not fixed, but the height of the closet is fixed. So we use the height to help us, right? Okay, now we will write down my progression. So it's not x squared y, it's 10 squared times y. So I think I will zoom out a little bit because, yeah. All right, so I will write down my progression here. The first, okay, so, all right, so this is B, and the progression for volume, it will be 10 squared times 20, right? The volume for the first cuboid, right? X squared times y, because x is 10, y is 20. And the next one will be what? I don't think I need to know the next one. It doesn't matter actually. Right? Just dot dot dot. 10 because I just want to know the A and D. Yeah. So 10 squared is 100 times 20 is 2000. So that's my A. And my D will be 5 times x squared. Remember that? Yeah, 5 times x squared, right? So 5 times 10 squared, right? So it will be 5 times 10 squared, and it's 500, right? And I want the T10, remember? Because I want to know the 10th cuboid, what is the height of the 10th cuboid, right? So that I can know whether if it's smaller than 60 or bigger than 60. But when you find T10 here, you're finding the volume, right? But it's okay. You can divide later to get back the height, right? So let's find the volume of the 10th cuboid first. So it will be what? A, which is 2000 plus n minus 1d, so 9 times 500, right? That's why just now I said the T2 and T3 is not important. So 2000 plus 9 times 500, so you get 6500, and this is the volume. And be very careful because this is the volume, so it's in cm cube. Yep, cm cube. Okay, I scroll up because I'm not sure it's cm or m, right? But this is the volume, and if I want the height, okay, can you see that all the cuboid, the height is different, but the length and the lebar or the breadth is all the same. So actually we can tell this is x times y, this is x times y plus y, this is x times y plus 10. So at the 10th cuboid, it will be like this also. It will be x times is the height. So it will be x times x, which is x squared, darab with the height equals to 6500 also. And we already know the x is 10. Okay, I know because I find already in A. So 100h equals to 6500. So 600 100, so you get 65. It means the height of the 10 cuboid is actually 65 cm. So can he do that? Verify your answer. So if you want to arrange 10 cuboid horizontally, can he do that? No. Yeah, the answer is no, because 65 cm is like, okay, sudah keluar already. Like height is taller than the closet already. Okay. So I will write no. Right? Can you do that? No. And they ask you to what? Verify or something. Verify your answer by calculation. So actually I already verified already lah, but let's write a sentence for them lah. So you can write what? The length or sorry, the height of the 10th. No, because the height of the 10th cuboid is 65 cm, which is lesser than is 65 cm, which is lesser or lesser or smaller than 60 cm. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Okay, no need to. Yeah, it's just a sentence. Yeah, as long as your sentence makes sense, then it's okay. Okay. Let me zoom back in a little bit. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, let's go to question number 4. Diagram 2 shows a parallelogram ABCD. Insert that the length of AB, AB is 10 units more than the length of AQ. Okay, if I am you, and I'm doing this question, automatic I will write x plus 10 one. Okay, automatic I will write this one because they actually didn't give you the length, any length here, right? But they say the AB is 10 units more than this. So I will just let the length of AQ jadikan x, and this will be x plus 10, right? So first I'll write down let AQ length. Sorry, very ugly handwriting. Okay, AQ length is equals to x centimeters, and the length of AB length is the x plus 10 cm, right? Okay, now they say what? If the area of parallelogram does not exceed P, find the range of AQ in terms of P. Okay, so the area of parallelogram is actually the base times height. Okay, the base times height, but not just any height. It's the perpendicular height, not the height yang sengit. So the area of parallelogram here should be DC, not QC. DC times with AQ. Okay, not AD or BC, not the second line. So it should be DC darab dengan AQ. Do I know the length of DC? Yes, it's x plus 10. And because DC and AB should be sama panjang one. Parallelogram, the opposite side will sama panjang. So DC, the length will be x plus 10. Darab with, okay, times with, what is it? AQ. And AQ is x, right? And they say the area does not exceed P. Does not exceed means smaller sama dengan. So smaller sama dengan P. Find the range of length of AQ in terms of P. Actually, what they want is the range of x. Agree? Because find the range of AQ AQ is x lah. Because just now you let AQ length become x already. Means you are finding the range of x. So your answer should look somewhat like this lah. X like maybe smaller something, or x bigger something, or maybe it's like this. You know, we never know. Because when they say the word range, means your answer will have this symbol. It's this symbol, or this symbol, right? It has to have like either one of these symbol, right? So what I do here, okay, I can see I can expand here, right? No, let's just expand. So x times x is x squared, x times 10 is 10x. And the plus p I can move here, become minus p, smaller something against 0. And until here, I got stuck already because I cannot factorize this because I don't know what's my c. And I cannot use my calculator to tekan, I cannot use my calculator to tekan because I don't know what's my a is 1, my b is 10, my c is negative p. So I cannot find my value of x, by using the factorization method. So what I can do is by using the quadratic formula or the computing the square method to get my x in terms of p. Okay, to get my x in terms of p. That's the only way. I repeat again, I cannot get my x value here by using the calculator method because I don't know my number here. If I know the number, like for example, like let's say here is, I don't know lah, let's just put a number 20 lah, okay? Then I can at least tekan a calculator, I get my two value, right? The x answer, and then I will draw the diagram, and then since it's like bracket smaller 0, then I will shade here, then my answer will look like this. Okay, if it's bigger, it will look like this, but if it's smaller, it will look like this, right? But I can't do that. Because I don't know the c. So I have to use the quadratic formula. I have to use a different method to approach this question. I will use the quadratic formula, which is x equals to negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so my b will be 10. Here is also 10. My a will be 1 and 1, and my c will be negative p. And here I will get negative 10 over 2 plus minus square root. 10 squared is 100. Okay, 100. 100 minus 4. Minus 4 times 1 is minus 4 times p. So it will be 100 plus 4p. Okay, so let's continue here. So x equals to what? Negative 10. Oh, this is, we have a problem here. So how can I, okay, actually, can I pecahkan like this? Yes, right? Yeah, I can actually pecahkan like this. Negative 10 over 2 plus minus square root 100 plus 4p over 2, right? Because we have one term dekat bawah, so we can actually do this. So it becomes negative 5 plus minus. Okay, how to simplify this? Let's think about this. Square root 100 plus 4p. Okay, let's try to make the 2 also have square root like this, square root 4. Okay, the reason is because if I make them both have square root, I can combine them like this, 100 plus 4p over 4. And then I can simplify. Become negative 5 plus minus. Okay, 100 divided 4 is 25. 4p divided 4 is 4p divided 4. Yeah. So that's the answer. Okay, that's my x value in terms of p. But they want range, remember. So what you should do is you should draw. You should draw because this is quadratic inequalities already. So you should draw, and then this will be the smaller value of x, this will be the bigger value of x, and there should be two answers lah. And yes, you actually have two answers. So the first one is negative 5 minus square root 25 plus b. And this one will be negative 5 plus square root 25 plus b. It's very obvious the minus version will be smaller lah, and the plus will be bigger. So what's my final answer? My final answer, the x, okay, actually I have to load it here lah because it's smaller ma. Okay, smaller. So the final answer should be x in between negative 5 minus square root 25 plus p, and here will be negative 5 plus square root 25, right? So this is the final answer for question 4. Okay. Oh, that's just for soalan A only. Still soalan, right? So I hope you understand. Wait, let me check the answer and see, because I don't want to write the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, correct. So, yeah. Okay, let's look at question B here. Question B. Diagram 3 shows the graph of y equals to x minus m square. Okay, so obviously it's a quadratic curve. When the graph is reflected in the line y equals to 9, the function, oh, is obtained where m and q are constant. Determine the type of roots. Okay, I don't care what they say here because it looks complicated, right? So I will come back to this later. Okay, I will come back to this later. I see what they want first. The type of roots. The moment I see this, I know already. Type of roots means you either write two different roots, two equal roots, or no roots. It's one of those three. So I can see from the graph that memang this graph has two equal roots. Two equal roots. But they want to determine type of roots not for this equation, for this equation. And this equation is exactly same with this one. And they say what? The graph will be reflected in the line y equals to 9, and then this curve will be obtained. It means I need to know where is y equals to 9, and I need to do a reflection, right? So how can I know where is y equals to 9? Will it be down here? Will it be, all right, so where will it be? Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, actually it doesn't matter because the moment I flip this graph over, I automatically will get two roots. Okay, so the answer is two different real roots, right? I'll explain more detail. Because the y equals 9 is a horizontal line, right? So let's assume my line is like this. So when I reflect, can you see I get something like this? You understand? Oh, no, no, no. But you get the point lah. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so can you see it has two different roots. Okay, what if my y equals to 9 is up here? It's like up here lah, like up here. So how many roots do you think? What will happen to my reflection? Isn't it like this? Right? And if you panjangkan, isn't it have two different roots also? So can you see it's not really important whether the y equals to 9, whether it's here, whether it's here, whether it's here, whether it's here, like it doesn't matter, because when you flip this whole thing over, it will have two x-intercept, it will have two roots. It will have two roots. Okay? That is why the answer is two different roots. Alright? Pretty straightforward lah. Okay, number 5. Diagram 4 shows a relation between set x and set y. And they want you to state the domain. Remember, when you write domain, codomain, or range, always have to put the curly bracket. Okay, I call this the curly bracket lah, but it's not what it's called, but I don't care lah. I just call it the curly bracket, okay? Because it's curly ma. So I call it curly bracket. Alright. So domain means the object. Okay, domain means object, codomain means image. Alright. But if you look at this carefully, the domain is on the x-axis, right? Because they give dalam dia bagi dalam bentuk graph. So it's actually 1, 2. Okay, the 3 is like nothing here, so we will not take that. 4, 5, and 7. So the domain is 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7. Okay, and what about the range? Okay, the range is the image, but you can only choose the image yang ada object. Right? I repeat again, you will choose image yang ada object saja. Means you will choose 2, 3 on y-axis lah. Image mesti on y-axis. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. So you will write 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay. So that is the answer. All right. Got it. Okay. Next question will be the question B here. All right. So in diagram 5, the function f maps set x to y. So I will write f x equals to y. Okay. Function g maps set y to z. So I'll write gy equals to z. Right. And now what? Given that gy is okay, I should write this down. This will be important for sure. 8 over 4 minus y. Find the function which maps set z to x in terms of x. Okay, actually from the graph, I mean from the diagram, there is some hidden information. The first one is fx is equals to 3x minus 7. That's the first thing I saw. And then what else? G 3x minus 7, okay, G 3x minus 7 equals to gy. And gy they give you already 8 over 4 minus y. So actually this thing is useless already. Okay. Okay. So these are the two info I have, two information. And then what else? Just now I forgot what they want already. Find function which maps z to x. So z to x. Okay, from x to y, it's function f. And from y to z, it's function g. Now they want z to x. So can you tell me if I want z to x, I cannot go straight away one. I have to go to y first. And then only go to x. It means I have to do the g inverse first and then only do f inverse. Because if like this is f, then terbalik is f inverse. Okay? And same thing for here. Y to z is g. And so means gz to y is g inverse. And remember, I have to put the g inverse inside, f inverse outside. This is what they want. Not like this. Not like this. No, this is wrong. Why? Because if you write like this, means you will do the f inverse first, which is wrong. Because they want the function from z to x. It means f inverse, I mean g inverse dulu. So g inverse tu kena letak dalam, f inverse letak luar. Alright. So I need the f inverse and g inverse now. So how to do? Use this lah. Use this lah. Just let f inverse x equals to a. X equals to fa. X equals to 3a minus 7. A equals to x plus 7 over 3. That's your f inverse. Done already. So your f inverse x is actually x plus 3, x plus 7 over 3. But I also need my g inverse. And how can I get my g inverse? Alright, let's think. If I want my g inverse, how to do, actually it's very funny because if I want g inverse x, okay, I can just, okay, this is gy, right? This is gy, right? So actually I can find my gx pretty simple, okay? Okay, actually I will erase this, I will erase this. I will erase this and show you something very, very funny, okay? Like if they give you gy is 8 over 4 minus y, what's gx? 8 over 4 minus x lah. Am I right? You just change the y to x only ma. And then if you want g inverse x, it's even simple, like just repeat the same step. Let g inverse x equals to a, but use b lah. Just now you use a, b. And then x equals to gb, and then x equals to 8 over 4 minus b. Alright. Did I do it correctly? Yeah, correct. And then find B. So 4 minus B, just tukar tempat, 8 over X. And if I want to find B, I will get like 4 minus 8 over X. And B is actually my G inverse X. So my G inverse X is 4 minus 8 over X. Now I have my F inverse and G inverse. I can finally write down my final answer. My final answer is F inverse big bracket G inverse X. Alright. So I will do the G inverse first. 4 minus 8 over X. Just put it in. And F inverse is actually X plus 7 over 3. But the bracket I have to write 4 minus 8 over X. And if I solve this, I'll get my answer. Right? Let's samakan bawah dulu. 4x minus 8 plus 7x over x and then over 3. Okay. So when I over x over 3, it means over 3x. Okay. So I just write over 3x, then it's good enough for you. And then you get 11x minus 8 over 3x. So that's the answer. Okay. So siap lah. Ini jawapan dia. Right. Okay, let's write down here lah. Because it's like there will be an undefined case. That's why I have to write down 11x minus 8 over 3x. Okay, you have to write x cannot equal 0, right? Because when the denominator has x, then you have to write this thing beside. Okay, and how to get here is usually just take the denominator equal 0, right? Okay, so done, right? Done, right? Okay, there's another one, question C. Okay, diagram 6 shows a graph of function y equals to hx. Alright, you can see that. On the same diagram, sketch the graph of h inverse. Okay, this one, soalan, I think got do before, right? I forgot which file set lah. Okay, you can look at the blue color book. I forgot which one lah. We do this before one. Yeah, and yeah, they sometimes will ask this in file. Okay, so I forgot already lah which set, but you can look back if you want. But I remember very clearly one. Okay, memang ada satu soalan yang macam ni in the blue color set. Okay, and the shape is also lebih kurang sama one. Alright, so let's do it. How to sketch the graph H inverse? Okay, I told you before already. When they want you to sketch H inverse, you have to terbalikkan the x and y coordinate. You have to terbalikkan these two coordinates. So can you see this coordinate is 0, 2? But this is the graph for hx. So when I sketch the H inverse, it becomes 2, 0 already. It means it becomes like 2, 0. So just lebih kurang here lah, 2, 0. This is 2, 0. I mean, sorry. This is 2, 0. Okay. Sorry. This is 2, 0. And when you terbalikkan, it becomes 0, 2. Okay. So it means this is the new point. Okay, 0, 2. And then, this point, I don't know. Okay, I don't know this point, but let's give it a number. Okay, let's just use like maybe 6 lah. It's like lebih kurang 6, right? 2, 4. Okay, like 8 lah. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because this one later I have to erase one. So it's like 8, lebih kurang 8, and here I would say like 2 up a bit, right? So like 3 lah. Okay. The reason I write this is because I want to know like lebih kurang mana dia punya coordinate lepas saya terbalik. So when you terbalik this thing, it becomes 3, 8, right? So can you remember 3, 8? Isn't it here? Here is 2, right? So 3 will be like a bit to the right, and 8 will be like, wow, very high, like somewhere like here, very high. So this is the 3, 8 point, right? But remember, you have to erase this, because this 3, 8, I just simply put on this. The reason I put is because I want to know like lebih kurang, right? So now I already know like the point is like lebih kurang here. Now I can just use my pencil and draw. But you don't draw like this, You don't draw like this, okay? Because it will be a reflection of this line, and it will be like a reflection on this line. It's not straight, but so okay. So 2, 0. So 2, 0, and the other point is like 3, like lebih kurang atas sini, right? So don't draw straight. Draw like a reflect. It's like a reflection on this line, right? So it will look like this, right? So it's like nearer, right? Okay. So this is the this is the h inverse lah. Okay. So this is the y equals to h. Okay, that's how you draw it. That's how you sketch. And then they say hence state the corresponding coordinate for 2, 0. 0, 2 lah. 0, 2. Okay. the point 20 is on hx, and the corresponding point for it is zero. Just the balik. Yeah. Because h inverse is literally means terbalikkan the object and image. Okay, because normally it's like object to image, you know, means x to fx or hx or whatever lah. Okay, but if inverse means songsang means like terbalik one. It means like f means like terbalik lah. Means the x coordinate and the y coordinate terbalik. So 20, the corresponding point is 02. Right? So that is that. Okay, let me check with the schema jawaban just to make sure. Right, correct. Nice, nice. All right. Okay. So yeah, betul. Let's move on to question number 6. So we have how many questions? 15, right? So all right, we still have a lot. Okay, but it's okay. Let's go. This is vector, but coordinate vector. So can you see they bold this thing? It means that when they pull, means that's vector. So this is 5, -3, and the vector B is 2, -12. And you know, this is coordinate vector because they give dalam bentuk bracket like this. So you know this is actually dalam bentuk. You can change it to bentuk IJ. So you know it's coordinate vector. So they want you to find question 1, 2A minus B. Yeah, 2A minus B. Just masukkan saja. A is 5, -3. B is 2, -12. So remember to darab masuk 10, -6 minus 2, -12. You will get like 8. So you get like 6 after this. That's the answer. Right? That's unit vector. Okay, unit vector, you need to know the formula lah. And the formula for unit vector is 1 over magnitude times with the vector. Right? Times with the vector. So first I need to find the magnitude of 2A minus B first. So this is the symbol for magnitude. Right? The line. And the formula is square root bracket square plus bracket square. And what you put inside the bracket, it has to be the number in front of the ij. Means you will put 8 and 6. Okay, because 8 and 6 is like this. So it's actually 8i plus 6j. So you can only put the number when it's ij. Remember that. So 8 squared is 64, 6 squared is 36, and square root 100 is 10 units. That is the magnitude. But I want unit vector. So I should write so how can I, let's just write here. Okay, so you will write unit vector in direction 2A minus B equals to 1 over 10 times with the vector, which is 8, 6. So when you darab masuk, it becomes 8 over 10, 6 over 10, right? Which is 4 over. Okay, let's write nicely. 4 over 5, and 3 over 5, right? That is the answer. That is the unit vector, right? So let's move on to question B. Question B says what? So solution by scale drawing is not accepted. Okay, that one not very important. Diagram 7 shows AB intersects CD at point C. Okay, nothing much. I will just skip that. Nothing important there. Just like nothing much. Just like giving you like an observation. Nothing much. So now you look at the diagram. This is the where they give you the important info. Given that C is the midpoint of AB, if C is the midpoint, means here and here will be same but sama panjang. So immediately I can find my point C. Right? Immediately I can find my point C. Okay. Maybe you will say that, hey Junhao, they never ask you to find point C. They want to find value of R. I don't care. Okay. I don't care what they want me to find. I just find whatever I can. I haven't even done reading the question, but the moment I see this, I will straight away find it. Yeah, I don't care because I know like Addmaths is like that one. You have to find whatever you can. You don't focus too much on what they want. You just find whatever you can, right? Focus on what you can get, not what they want ask you to find. So point C will be 2 plus 6 over 2 over 2, right? Because midpoint 2 plus 6 over 2, and then y plus y 0 plus 6 over 2. So it's like 4, 3. So point C is 4, 3. And now I keep reading. Point E divides the segment CD such that HED equals to KC. You know that this is the ratio lah. They are trying to give you ratio from here. So dalam baca dengan dalam, luar baca dengan luar, means the ED is K. So this the ratio is K, ED the ratio is H, but CD is the whole thing. So I should take H minus K, and then that will be the ratio for the, okay. And now suddenly they say find value of R. So let's think about this. They want to find value of R, and R is actually the x coordinate for point D. Agree? So how I want to do it? Of course, I will be needing point C. Okay, that's for sure, right? Okay, first of all, I can see that this is a straight line, right? So what you can, and in this straight line, point D and point E and point C, they are all on a straight line. Means I can say that they are collinear. It means if they are collinear, what will happen if, let's say, I patahkan this line, I put the EC beside the DE. What do you think these two lines will have in common? They will have the same gradient. Am I right? The reason I say this is because you actually have point E and point C. And point D you don't have, it's not complete, but it's only the x coordinate you don't have. So actually you can use gradient to do. Okay, you can use gradient to do. Because gradient of EC will be y minus y x minus x, so 3 minus 0 over 4 minus negative 2 and 1 over 2. Okay, because it's 3 over 6 here, so 1 over 2. And I also know that if I take d to e, the gradient will be 1 over 2. So negative 4 y minus y, so negative 4 minus 0 over x minus x, r minus negative 2, so it's r plus 2. And I can darab silang here. So you get like r plus 2, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, and r is negative 10. That's it. That's the answer. Right? That's how easy it is. They want to find value of r, right? So done lah. They never ask you to find h and k also. So 4 marks. Yeah, that's it. Right? That's how simple it is. And also remember, during exam, don't write the working like this. Okay, you should write here lah. This is where you should write your working. Okay, not at the, the reason I write here is because like I'm using computer, I'm using my laptop, so I don't want to scroll up down like that. That's why I just write beside like this. It's easy to, to refer because I'm using my laptop. But you will write here lah. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 7. This is obviously trigo, and it's trigo, and it's jenis soalan yang suruh cari x, right? Yang suruh cari x, because there's 4 types of question in trigo. The first type is they will ask you to find x, and this one is like you have to know very clearly what's the normal case and what's special case. Normal case, use calculator. Special case, special case is you have to hafal. And what is the special case? Sine something equals 0. Sine, for sine will be 0, 1, negative 1. For cos also 0, 1, negative 1. For tangent is 0. There's 7 special case. And also you always have to consider quadrant before you tekan the shift sine, shift cos, shift tangent. Always consider quadrant and don't tekan negative, right? That's the type number 1. And type number 2 is usually they will ask you to find something x. Like what I mean by that is like sine x or cos x or tangent x. And for this type of question, you need to draw. Okay, you need to draw. And the third type is soalan proving, and the jenis keempat, fourth type is soalan sketch. Okay, soalan sketch. But the one usually comes out in paper 2 lah. Right? So this question obviously is type number 1. Okay, so it's type number 1 because they ask you to find solve, means find x, not like sine x or cos x. Means later you have to tekan the shift sine, shift cos, shift inverse, and you have to make sure you have to know whether it's normal case or special case lah. All right, so let's look at the question. 15 cos square x minus 4 cos pi over 3 equals to cos x, and they want you to state the answer for from 0 to 360. Okay, pi over 3 is 60 degree. If you do know down, you know lah. Okay, pi over 3 is 60 degree. Okay, and cos 60 degree is actually 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2. Okay, so the cos pi over 3, you can erase the whole thing and write 1 over 2 already. Okay, how I know? How I know cos 60 is 1 over 2? Yeah, because I hafal the table already. Remember this table I asked you to hafal class? I'm sure you never hafal also. Alright, so if you never hafal, hafal now, okay? This is 1 over 2, this is 1 over 2, this is 3 over 2, this is 3 over 2, this is 1 over 2, this is 1 over 2, this is 1 over 3, this is 1, this is 3, right? So cos 60, 1, okay? Alright, so this one. Alright, so 4 divided 2, potong jadi 2, so I'll get 15 cos square. Okay, I can see that it becomes a quadratic yang melibatkan cos, because it's like only cos exists here. And what I will do is I will pindah the cos jadi minus cos x, and then minus 2 equals to 0. And now I can factorize, and I'll get my 2 answers. Please don't go and take the cos square and try to change to 1 minus sine square or anything like that. Please do not do that. You don't just simply change, okay? Jangan, oh, boleh tukar, and then you just tukar whatever. Like, always look at it always depends on the situation one. For this case, you don't have to tukar to anything, alright? So you will try to tekan calculator and you will get 2 answers, okay? So let's tekan both degree 2, and the A would be 15, the B would be -1, the C is -2, and I'll get my two answers. First is 2 over 5, right? And the next one is a -1 over 3. Okay, and remember to always write the tulis balik the atas one, the bracket one. So the bracket here will write cos x, okay, plus 2 over 5 jadi -2, and then over 5 have to write in front. And this one is -1 over 3, right? -1 jadi +1, bahagi 3 jadi times 3 like this. And now I can tekan my calculator to get my value of x. But you need to know whether it's the normal case or special case first. Is this normal case or special case? Normal case. What about here? Normal case also. All right. Because for cos, okay, for sine and cos, the special case is 0, 1, -1. And for tangent, the special case only 0. And if it's special case, you will not use your calculator. You will just do it by memorizing. Okay. By memorizing. Okay. So for this one, you use calculator because it's normal case. And consider quadrant, please. Cos positive. So add sugar to coffee. Cos positive is 1 and 4. So this is 1 and 4. And cos negative, this is 2 and 3. And now only you start tekan your calculator. And remember, do not tekan negative. Okay, please. The negative only indicates quadrant. So cos something equals to 2 over 5. So how to get this value here? Shift cos lah. So let's tekan shift cos 0.4. And I will get 66 degrees. Oh my god. 66 degrees 25 minutes. Right? And that is not your final answer. That is just the reference angle. I need to convert this to the first quadrant and fourth quadrant. And the first quadrant is just, you just start in. The fourth quadrant will be 360 minus 100. And I got 293 degrees 35 minutes. Okay. That's it. Done already. What about here? Same thing. But do not tekan negative. Can you see I never write the negative here? Yes. Means you don't have to tekan negative. Shift cos bracket 1 over 3. Close bracket. I got 70 degrees 32 minutes. Right? And my x is 7. It will not be 70 degrees 32 minutes. It will be second and third quadrant. So how to convert to second quadrant? 180 minus answer. It's 109 degrees 28 minutes. And what about the third quadrant? It will be 180 plus 2, which is 250 degrees 32 minutes. And you're done. Now you just have to write again, dot, 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 and write all these four answers in ascending order. 66 degree 25 minutes would be the first one. The second one is 109 degree 28 minutes. The third one will be 250 degree 32 minutes. And then 293 degree 35 minutes. And there you go. That's the answer. Right? That's all. Okay, wait. Let me check with the answer scheme. Okay, just in case I made a mistake. 66 25. Yup. 109 28. Yup. 250 32. Yes. 293 35. Yes. Yes. Correct. They are all correct. Okay, so let's move on to question number 8. So I believe we are already at the halfway. Okay, we're halfway done already with this paper because there's 15 questions, right? Okay, now let's go. Given that the differentiate this thing equals to this, and then find value. Oh, for this type of question, I will immediately write down the integrate version for this thing. Okay, so if I say d dx means differentiate this thing 2x plus 1 power 3 over x minus 3 will equals to 2x plus 1 square 4x minus 19 over x minus 3 square. It means the other version means what? So differentiate 2x plus 1 power 3 x minus 3 equals to this, right? It means integrate 2x plus 1 square bracket 4x minus 19 over x minus 3 square dx. Usually students forget to write the dx. Will equal balik this thing lah. Will equal balik 2x plus 1 power 3 over x minus 3 lah. Another way to look at it is the d will can pindah jadi differentiate and the dx boleh pindah jadi differentiate, right? That's the other way to look at it lah. But you should always know for this type of question, you need to do like that, right? You need to do it like this. And now they want you to integrate this. Don't be the guy that go and integrate yourself. You go and integrate sendiri. No. Just use the info here. Okay. So now what they want? Integrate 5, 4, bracket 2x plus 1 square, bracket 8x minus 38 over 3 bracket x minus 3 square dx. You don't have to integrate yourself. Like don't be so like so funny and go and integrate sendiri. No, just use this info. Okay, it's impossible if you integrate yourself. Can you see this looks very similar to this? This is integrate. This is also integrate. This is 2x plus 1 square. This is also 2x plus 1 square. This is x minus 3 square. This is also x minus 3 square. But this is different, the 8x minus 38. So what I will do is I will take out 2. I will take out 2. So integrate 5, 4. I will take out the 2. Okay. So I will left with 2x plus 1 procedure. And since I take out the 2 already, I left with 4x minus 19. And what about here? Over 3 and then x minus 3 procedure. Okay. Yeah. And I know if I can change this thing to this, then I have a shortcut. I can immediately change directly to this. So I have to try my best to make this same with this. So what I will do, I will take out the 2 over 3. And then the 5, 4, then will be left with 2x plus 1 square, 4x minus 19, x minus 3 quarter dua dx. Alright? And since this and the atas here is look exactly the same, I can just replace the whole thing here. Because integrate 2x plus 1 square, 4x minus 9 equals to this. So just replace with 2x plus 1 power 3 over x minus 3. Okay? But you have to write the 5 4. Okay? Because there's number here. Right? So it will be 2 over 3 times with bracket. Okay, a small bracket minus small bracket. Okay? And this small bracket is for you to gantikan 5, and the other one is for you to ganti 4, right? And then in the middle will be minus lah. Okay, ganti 5 first. 5 times 2 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 power 3 is, I don't know, 11 power, it's 1331. Okay, it's 1331. Over 5 minus 3 is 2. And let's ganti 4. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 power 3 is 729. And it's 729 over 4 minus 3 is over 1. So over 1, you don't need to write lah. So now you just circle the whole thing. 1331 over 2 minus 729 equals, and then answer times with 2 over 3. Okay, never mind. I use that. So this one, I get negative 127 over 2. And the 2 and 2 I can potong. So I just left with negative 127. That's the answer. Right? So I'm done. I'm done with question 8. That's the answer. All right. Let's move on. Number 9, soalan A. Integrate 4m bracket 2 minus 1 over 4x power negative 5 dx equals to 65 over 81. Such that m is smaller than 4. I'm sure this is very important later on. Okay. And then find the value of m. So how to find value of m? I don't have to write the other version for this like just now. All right. Actually, it depends on what they want. Okay. Like if you do a lot of exercise, you will know very quickly like what you have to do. For example, like this one, they give you differentiate something equals to something, and then they want you to find integrate something. And the something they write here is very similar to here, even though there's something different. So you know immediately that if they give you differentiate something equals to something, then integrate the belakang one, it will get you the front one. That's how I know. But for this one, what they want you to find is the value of n. So it's like it's different. So you know that what you have to do is you just integrate normally lah. But this one you don't integrate normally. You don't integrate like how you did, like how you usually do integrate. You don't. You just use the shortcut. Okay. It will save you so much time. Okay. And also I don't think it's possible to integrate this like normally also. Okay. So just have to do more exercise lah. Okay. Okay. For this memang boleh integrate lah. So how you integrate is you will take the power plus 1 because the power is negative 5. You can't expand that. Just integrate it. Just power plus 1 over negative 4. And then don't forget to differentiate bracket. Differentiate 2 is 0. Differentiate 1 over 4. Negative 1 over 4 lah. And then close bracket 4m equals to 65 over 81. Before you gantikan the 4 and the m in, cantikkan dulu. Cantikkan dulu. What do you want mencantikkan? You can simplify it. 4, 4 potong. And then negative 1 jadi positive 1. So you can just ignore everything down here because it's just over 1. So it's just left with atas the top part. And the top part is 2 minus 1 over 4x power negative 4. Just put it down. Jadi 2 minus 1 over 4x. Power akan jadi positive. And then 4m equals to 65 over 81. Right? And now only you gantikan the 4 and the m. Right? So you get something minus something equals to 65 over 81. Right? Here is for you to ganti 4. Here is for you to ganti m. And in the middle has to minus. Okay, let's ganti 4 first. And when I ganti 4, 4 divided 4 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 power 4 is 1. 1 divided 1 is just 1. right? And what happens when I ganti m is just 1 over bracket 2 minus 1 over 4m power 4. Okay, so now I can actually solve this, but how? All right, let's write down 1 minus 1 over bracket 2 minus 1 over 4m power 4 equals to 65 over 81. Actually, I can move this here and move this here. So it becomes what? The negative 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4m power 4 will become positive because I move it to the other side. So it becomes like this. And then the 65 over 81 will be minus. Right? So it becomes 1 over bracket 2 minus 1 over 4m power 4. Okay, this one you just use the calculator. 1 minus 65 divided 81 is 16 over 81. Right? And now what you do is, this is interesting. What? Let's maybe darab silang, but I don't like. Maybe just tukar tempat, I guess. Yeah, maybe we can try that. 2 over 4m equals to 1 over 16 over 81, right? So 1 over 16 over 81 is actually just terbalikkan tempat, it's just 81 over 16. And then 2 minus 1 over 4m. Okay, 4 when you pindah, it will become 4 root, means punca kuasa 4. So it becomes 2 minus 1 over 4m. Okay, punca kuasa 4, 81 is 3. If you use calculator, you can use your calculator to help you. And this one, punca kuasa 4, 16 is 2, I think. Yeah, 2 power 4 is 16, 3 power 4, yeah. So, and then I want to find m, right? So I can pindah this there and pindah the 3 over 2 here. So negative 1 over 4, make it positive, plus 3 over 2, then minus 3 over 2. So I should get my m here. 2 minus 3 over 2 is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 times 4 is 2. Right? So that's the answer. But I'm not sure. So, okay, let me check the answer. Number 9m is 2. Yeah, so, right? So that's the answer. All right. Okay, let's go. B. A straight line y equals to 10 is the tangent, okay, to the curve y equals to gx. So let's just simply draw a curve and simply draw a line. But don't draw the line like this. Okay, because the line is y equals to 10. It means this line has no gradient. It won't be a tangent line. It will be a straight line. Okay, and it will tangent means it will kiss the graph at one point. Okay, so this is the y equals to 10. Okay, but maybe you will say, hey, Chun, how you know the graph is like this? What if the curve is like this? It doesn't matter lah. It doesn't matter. I just simply draw a diagram because the equation never gives me the equation. But trust me lah, by drawing this, it will help you. Like you will understand the question more clearly one, right? Okay, g double prime x is negative 4. So g double prime x. Okay, the prime here means differentiate. So it means differentiate dua kali is negative 4. And then find equation of curve means find gx lah. Find gx lah. Okay. When g prime 1 is negative 8. G prime, okay, g prime 1 equals to negative 8. Okay, now let's try to find gx. I think you should start from the g double prime. And what you do is you try to reverse balik because you want to know what is gx ma. And the g double prime means that you already differentiate 2 times. So if you want to reverse back to gx, you have to integrate these 2 times lah. But whenever you integrate, something annoying will happen. The c will come out, the plus c will come out, and the c will buat kacau. And what you need to do is you integrate sekali, cari c, and then integrate sekali lagi, and then cari c. Because every time you integrate sekali, the c will come out one. So the g prime x is actually integrate negative 4 dx. Okay? So reverse balik, you want to reverse balik to the g prime x. Okay? Because this is differentiate 2 times. So you differentiate, you integrate this negative 4, you will get the g prime x. So it will become negative 4x plus c. But I told you, you need to find c. You cannot straight away integrate again. You need to find the c. And if you want to find the c, you need 2 things. You need x, okay? And you also need the y, right? But it's okay. Remember they give you this info. G prime 1 equals to negative 8. So boleh tak saya buat negative 4, the x, I change to 1, like this. Because if I change the 1 here, then the g prime 1 I can gantikan with negative 8 already. Then I can find my c, and my c is negative 4. So now I already know what's my g prime x. It's negative, I have to tengok balik sini, it's negative 4x plus c. I already know my c is negative 4. So negative 4x minus 4. But I want gx, so I should integrate again. So let's go, let's integrate again. And remember, when you integrate again, the c will come out again, right? So integrate negative 4x minus 4 dx. It's negative 4x square over 2 minus 4x plus c. Potong-potong dapat negative 2x square minus 4x plus c. Tapi saya kena cari c. So how to find the c? Remember they say y equals 10 is tangent to the curve. So can you tell me how to find c? If I want to find c, I need the x and the y. So how? I already know y is 10. So how? Okay, don't forget this is g prime x. Wait, wait. Let's think about this. Okay, this is gx, right? This is gx. So I need x and y, right? So what do you think I will do here? Y equals to 10. Okay. I need the x and the y coordinate, right? But uh, okay, so we know the y equals 10. This is the tangent, right? And we already know this line is a non-gradient line, so the gradient of tangent will be 0, right? And gradient tangent 0 means dy dx 0, right? It means negative 4x minus 4 equals 0, right? It means negative 4x equals to 4, x equals to negative 1, right? It means I can masukkan negative 1, 10, right? Yeah, I can masuk negative 1. Means when dy dx equals 0, x equals negative 1, okay? And y equals 10. Yeah, and the 10 I can ganti into my gx, and the negative 2x squared minus 4x plus c. And here will be negative 1. And if I want to find c, I just tekan the whole thing here. I think this is negative 2 plus 4, which is 2, 8, right? And I believe the final answer is, I have to look back atas here lah. Where is it? Yeah, here. So it's negative 2x squared. Okay, gx, it's negative 2x squared minus 4x plus c plus 8, right? So that should be the final answer, right? Yeah, betul. But I want to explain a little bit more on why I put y gradient tangent equals to 0 here. Because y equals to 10 ma. Y equals to 10 means the line is horizontal law. Horizontal means tangent equals 0 law. So the gradient divided dx equals 0 law. Okay. So that's why g prime x equals 0 law. Okay, that's why I put the g prime x 0, because g prime s is actually the dy dx. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I hope you understand. Okay, let's go to number 10. The Malay part. A group consists of 4 boys, 4 girls attended events. So 4 boys, 4 girls, 8, 8, 8 students lah. So in the event they are seated at a round table, round table. If it's round table, the formula will be n factorial over r factorial, or you can also say n minus 1 factorial. Okay, this both formula work. Okay. Wait, is it true? No. Divide n. Sorry. This is for repeating case. Sorry, I fill up already. Wait. Okay, n factorial divide n. Okay, yeah. This is the formula you use. Okay, so in the event they are seated at with 8 chairs, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 chairs. Find the number of different arrangements for all of them. So there's no restriction, boy nak duduk sama-sama pun boleh, girl sama-sama boleh, campur pun boleh, apa pun boleh. Maksudnya 8 factorial divide 8. Okay, 5040. That's right. Or you can also say like 7 factorial is the same lah. It doesn't matter lah. You use this formula also can, this formula also can. Right. Number 2, all of them have been asked to perform in a line. Oh, now it's not a round table, it's a line. So I will draw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because 8 students. So in a line got 8 spots. How many ways of different arrangement so that all the girls will stand in the middle of the line? So girl have to stand in middle. Where is middle? So middle means this has to be boy, 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 and then that's it, because there's only 4 boy only. Okay, there are only 4 boy only. It means the middle will be girl, 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 girl like this. Okay, so this thing have to be together. So first I will do 4 factorial or 4p4, because the girl can arrange each other here. Okay, but I don't have to times with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factorial. I don't have to do that, because the girl will sit in the middle. Like this cannot. Like this cannot. Like this cannot. Like this cannot. Right? Because it's like they already say girl has to be middle. So the number of ways to arrange the girls in this middle spot is just 4 factorial, and then times with another 4 factorial because the boy also 4 boys arranged into 4 spots, and that's it. Like that's all. You don't even have to. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Yeah. Okay. 4P4 equals, and then where is that? Python. Yeah. I hope you understand why. Because if they say girls have to be sit together, then you have to times with times with 5 factorial because it's like you're arranging 5 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know. But for this you don't have to because they say they have to stand in the middle. Okay. So that's the answer. Okay. 5040 and 576. Let me check. Yeah. So B. Badan Wakil Belajar, which consists of 3 girls, 2 boys, okay, are selected as representative, means wakil, for leadership camp. So you want to select what? 3 girls, 2 boys, 3 girls, 2 boys. If 3 representative will be selected, oh no, 3 representative will be selected as presenter. How? Wait, I don't understand. Is it related to this? I don't think so, right? It's not related, right? Yeah, it's not related. It's not related. So, hmm. Badan Wakil Belajar consists of 3 girls are selected. If 3 representatives will be selected as presenter, how many? Okay, so there's 3 girls, 2 boys. Okay, 3 girls, 2 boys. If 3 representatives will be selected, oh, okay, okay, like this lah, like choose 3 lah. Okay, choose 3 person, choose 3 person. But the 3 representative will be selected as presenter. Okay, so maybe I will get like uh 3 girls, 0 boy, you know, one of the possibility lah. Or maybe I will get like two girl, 1 boy, okay? Or maybe 1 girl, 0 boy. I mean 1 girl, 2 boy, okay? So that 1 girl, 2 boy. That's one of the possibility. And also maybe I'll get 0 girl, 3 boy. But wait, there's no 3 boys. There's only 2 boys only. So mana datang lagi satu? It's impossible. This possibility I have to erase. So there's only this possibility. But you don't have to find all. You only have to find what they want. So they want how many different ways to select at least 1 girl as presenter. Yang ni boleh, boleh. Yang ni boleh, boleh. Yang ni boleh, boleh. So you just kira all this lah. Okay. So you get like something plus something plus something. Because they say at least 1 girl mah. At least 1 girl means 1 girl boleh, 2 girl pun boleh, 3 girl pun boleh. 4 girl, no lah. How can it be 4 girl? There's only 3. I choose 3 only. Okay. So so for this is like, okay. Okay, let's write again. Let's write again. Okay. So at least 1 girl, at least 1 girl. So it's either I choose 1 girl, 2 boys, or 2 girl, 1 boy to cukupkan 3 orang, or 3 girls, 0 boy. All right. So 3 girl, I will choose 1 girl, and from 2 boy, I will choose 2. Okay. Times, because it's like you are choosing 1 girl and 2 boys, and if n means times, and if all means plus. Okay, same thing here. It's 3 girl, you will choose 2, and from 2 boy, you choose 1. So 2C1. And then here is 3 girl, you choose 3, and 2 boy, you choose 0 times here. And here is plus because it's like or. Yeah, it's like choose 1 girl and 2 boy, or 2 girl and 1 boy, or 3 girl and 0 boy. That's what it means. Just tekan the whole thing. Alright, just tekan the whole thing. You can answer 3C1 times 2C2, tak payah tekan lah, that one is 1, plus 3C2, that is 3, and then times 2 plus, yeah, it's 1, 9, that's 9, right? So you tekan the whole thing, I think you will get 9, right? Betul ke saya buat? No, it's 10, it's 10, sorry. Okay, sorry, I tertinggal the last one. Okay, I tertinggal the last one. Okay, I forgot to add this one. This one is 1. So, yeah, that's the point. It's 10, 10, 10. Okay, because this is 6. Okay, this is 6. This is 6, and this is 6 also. No. Alamak, I just tekan this. Okay, this one is 3. Okay, the front one is 3. Okay, and then this one, if you tekan, you get 6, and this one you tekan, you get 1. So that's why it's 10. Right? Yeah. Okay, done. Done. Okay, let's go to number 11. Diagram 8 shows an incomplete graph. Incomplete means it's not completed. Then you have to complete it later lah. So can you see the B here? The B here stands for binomial, and if they write like this x b, you have to know this will be the n, this will be the p. Means the 0.4 here is the p. And if the p is 0.4, what is the q? The q will be 0.6. Okay, I want to tell you something extra here. If they give you x b, they will give you np. But if they give you x and then they write n here, this will be the mean and this will be the variance. Okay, not standard deviation. All right, if they write n there. Okay, all right, let's move on. A, they want you to find what? They want you to find the value of n. So how to find value of n here? Okay, we have some info here. This is x. This is px equals to r. Means from this diagram, I can tell px equals 0 equals to 27 over 125. And the other one, px equals to 1 equals to 54 over 125. Right? So for A, they want to find value of n, right? So you just use the px equals 0. Yeah, you just use this info. So where should I write this? Let's write it here. Px equals 0 equals to 25 over 37 lah. Ayo. So careless. Sorry. 27 over 125. This is 27 as well. And I know my n is, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, because they want to find. But my p, I know just now already, but I forgot. 0.4, right? So p is 0.4, q is 0.6. Okay, so 0.4, q is 0.6. So I will use my formula, So n, I don't know, just write n lah. C0 bracket. Here is my probability of success. P here is 0.6. If here is 0, here is also 0. And this number, the power here will be n minus 0. So n equals to 27 over 125. And C0 is 1. Actually, anything C0 is 1. So this one just cancel it. 0.4 is also cancel it. So you just left with 0.6 power n equals to 27 over 125. And since these two numbers cannot change to same base, you will add log both sides. And the power n, you can letak depan. So you can just throw it depan equals to log 10, 27 over 125. And I will get my n here. I'll just take that. Right. So log 10, 27 over 125 divide by log 10, 0.6. So I got 3. So my n is 3. And if I know my n is 3, okay, then I already finished A means, okay. Now what? B. Hence complete the graph. So they want you to complete the graph. So if the n is 3, it means there's actually another px equals to 2 and also there's px equals to 3. Okay, until 3 lah, because the n is 3. Means there will be another one here 2 and there will be another one 3 here. Means you have to find the px2 and the px3 here, and then only you can, you can draw the rest of the graph. So what you do, you find the px equals to 2 here lah. Okay, so let's find px equals to 2 and px equals to 3. So px equals to 2 is what? 3c2 bracket 0.4, 0.6. This is 2, this is 1. Let's start. So 3c2 times with 0.4 square times with 0.6. So it's 36 over 125. What about px equals to 3? Okay, you can use the formula also, but let's try to be smart here. If I already know px equals to 0, 1, and 2, and if I want to find px equals to 3, there's another faster way to do it. Just take 1 minus, okay, 27 over 125, okay, and then minus the px equals 1, which is 54 over 125, and then minus again with px equals to 2, 36 over 125. Okay, it's faster like this, right? But actually can lah. You want to use the formula also can lah. It's up to you. Okay, you get the same answer. So you use the formula also, you will get, okay, wait, let me tekan 8 over 125, right? So now you already know the 8 over 125 is here, okay, and then the px equals 2 just now is 36 over 125. So now you can complete the graph. So lebih kurang agak-agak mana 36 or 125? Somewhere here lah, right? 36. Okay, I should erase this. I should erase this. So 36 over 125 is like lebih kurang here. So your line should be like here maybe, and then down, right? Use ruler lah. Okay, use. And 8 over 125 is like lebih kurang maybe half, maybe down a bit like this. 8 over 125, and then total lines. Yeah. So this is the final answer. Okay. So I'm done. Let's go to the next question. Next is question number 12. Okay, number 12. The variable x and y are related by this equation. This is obviously linear law. Like very obvious. Y equals to h power x over square root k. So they say diagram 9 shows the graph of straight line plotting log y against x. When you do linear law, you need to know something. You need to know that the equation must equal y-axis. So you have to jadikan linear form, even though they never asked me to change the linear form. They just asked me to find value of h and k, but I don't care. You have to change to linear form. Tambah log both sides. So this also you tambah log, it becomes h power x over square root k. Single log divide, separate log minus. So it will be log 10 h power boleh letak depan minus log 10 square root k. Square root k means power 1 over 2 and power boleh letak depan. So it's actually log 10 y. Let's susun. X darab log h and log h darab x is the same thing. Okay. And then minus 1 over 2 log 10k. So now I have my linear form. Y sama dengan mx plus c. Remember to write big capital letter lah for y and x. So now, adakah equation saya sudah ikut y-axis? Yes. And can you see my log y, my y-axis is log y and is matched already. And the x-axis is x, also matched already. Means my gradient is log h, my y-intercept is negative 1 over 2 log k. Dari graph boleh cari gradient tak? Dari graph. Boleh kan? Macam mana? 9 over y minus y, 9 over 2 minus 17 over 2 over x minus x, 2 minus 4. So I will get like negative 9 minus 17, negative 8. So negative 8, negative 4, negative 4 atas, and 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So the gradient is 2. All right. And then, no lah. What am I talking about? 9 minus 17. Yeah, betul lah. Betul lah, betul lah. Right. Okay, betul. Okay, so the gradient is 2. But from the diagram, the gradient is 2. But from your equation, your gradient is log h. But they should be the same thing. So it means log 10h is equals to 2. And h equals to tendang. The log base, when you tendang, it becomes number base. So h equals to 10 power 2, 100. That's the answer. All right. What about k? Use the y-intercept. So how to find the y-intercept? So I know, okay, let's write negative 1 over 2 log 10k equals to the y-intercept. But what is the y-intercept? It's obviously here, but they never give. They never give. That's the problem. So if they never give, what you have to do, you will use the passes through formula. What you will do is you will use the cara gantikan, cara ganti masuk. Okay, when you gantikan, make sure the y and x huruf besar. Remember I told you this in class also. Okay, this is very important actually. Okay, use y and x besar for you to ganti. And for the m, you already know it's log h, right? Which is log 1000. Okay, log 1000. Because you know h is 100. And if you tekan log 1000 is 2. Okay, so you just tekan 2 and then plus c. C, I don't know, right? I want to find. But it's okay. I can pass it passes through these 2 points. So you can use any. I'll use 2, 902. And you will gantikan x is 2, y is 902. So it becomes 902 equals to 2x plus c. And my x is 2. So my c will be 902 minus 4. 902 minus 4 is 102. And it means your y-intercept is 102. Means you can write here 102. Okay, please include this in your working. Okay, just because I write it up here doesn't mean that they are not important. Okay, all of these actually you need to write in the working. It's just that I try to, because I'm using my laptop. Okay, so I have to manage the space effectively. That's why I write atas here. But these are all part of the working. You have to show. Okay, you have to show all these steps. Okay, like you cannot just write 102 like this. Like the perplexer will never know how you get the 102. You have to write down all of this, include all of this in the working lah. So how to find k now? Just pindah lah. First you will pindah the negative 102, jadi bahagi is negative 1, and then k is 10 power negative 1, k is 1 over 10. So that's the answer. h 100, k 1 over 10. That's how simple it is. All right, I'm done talking. Let's go to section B. This is question number 13. So we have 3 more questions and we are done with this paper. Okay, this paper is actually quite difficult. All right, so okay, let's continue. 13. So they remember in section B you will only choose 2 questions, but they will give you 3. Okay, 13, 14, 15, 3 questions, but you will only choose 2 lah. But I will do all of it. Okay, let's go. 13. Diagram 10.1 shows a rectangular cardboard with a perimeter 100 cm. Okay, stop right there. If they say KLMN perimeter is 100, it means here is P, here is also P, here is Q, here is also Q. It means 2P plus 2Q equals to 100 because perimeter is 100 and P plus Q is 50. I have my first equation already. But let's keep reading. Used to form a closed cylinder with, oh, maximum volume. Very interesting. Maximum. When you see this word means what? Dy dx equals to 0, right? When you see the word maximum minimum of turning point means dy dx equals 0. But of course, you will not write dy dx. It will be dv differentiate volume equals to 0 because they say volume maximum. If they say radius maximum or radius minimum means differentiate the radius equation equals 0. If they say volume maximum means differentiate the volume equation equals 0. So later I will need the volume equation lah. Okay, so they say this is used to form a closed cylinder. Sides Kn and Lm will form the height. So where is it? Kl and Mn will form the height of the cylinder. Okay, so let's draw a cylinder. It means this and this will be the height here and here lah. I think that's what they mean lah. Okay. While diagram 10.2 shows 2 circles that will be cut from cardboard to make the cover and base of the cylinder. Okay, I think I understand. So it means this at first it's like this one. Okay, these 2 circles and then plus with the rectangle and then it will turn into a cylinder like this. Okay, it means this thing it will, how to say, you gulungkan this thing. You gulungkan this thing to form the the curved part of the cylinder. Okay, and this is for the top part and the bottom part, the cover of the cylinder. Or you can also say the flat part of the cylinder. This is the curved part. Okay, now they say what? Determine by calculation whether the given size TUVW cardboard, okay, this one, is suitable to form the cover and the base. It means they want you to determine the TUVW is suitable or not. Okay, at first, when I do this question, this is what I do. Okay, but this one is wrong lah, so you don't silent first lah. Okay, this is what I do at first. I saw this is 11, and I immediately find the radius of the circle. You know, I go and do this. Okay, I think at that time I thought I'm being so smart. You know, I do this. Okay, I go and divide 2. I get 5.5 is the radius, and what I do, you know, I go and find 2 by r. Okay, because you know why? Because I know the height here is q, right? The height here is q, right? And this height here is p, right? But I know that when I gulungkan this thing, the p here should equals to the circumference of circle. It means p should be equals to 2 by r. That's why I will find the 2 by r. Okay, and the r I will muscle 5.5, and I tekan this. So I'll just tekan 2.3.142 times 5.5, and then I get like 34 point something, like 34.562. Okay, and then I start to, how to say, I try to ganti the p equals to 34.562 here, and then I ask myself, is this possible? You know, is this possible? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, it's suitable. You know why? Because p plus q is 50. So I assume I finish already. You know, I thought when I do this, I already finished already. It means that my answer will be suitable. And the reason is because why? It's because 34.562 is smaller than 50. Because they say p plus q must be equals to p plus q equals to 50. It means the value p here it has to be positive, and it has to be smaller than 50 also. So 34.562, it makes sense. That's I thought, and then I thought I finished already. You know, I thought I siap already, and then I look at the marks. It's like 8 marks. Okay, and then I thought like, takkan lah macam ni saja. Okay, takkan lah like this you get 8 marks, right? And then I start to read the question again, and then I realize, oh, I miss out this word already. Okay, the maximum word. So then I know I need to use the differentiate method to do. Okay, it means this soalan is a differentiate soalan. Okay, it's not like something easy like that. So then I know, oh, I did something. So now let's get So how to get the full mark? How to get the 8 marks? Okay, first you need to know differentiate volume equals 0. So you need the formula for volume. And you know the formula for volume of cylinder is pi r square h, you know. But okay, the r you will write r. Okay, the r you will write r. But the h, you cannot write h, you know. The h for this, they use q to represent. So you have to write q actually. Okay. And you already know later you have to differentiate this thing. Okay, because they say volume maximum. But when you differentiate, I got mentioned this before. Sebelah kanan tak boleh ada dua. On the right side cannot have two unknown. If on the right side have two unknown, cannot differentiate. Means you have to hide either hilangkan the r or you hilangkan the q. The pi is just a number, it's okay one. But the r and q, you want to hilangkan one of it. And how to hilangkan? Use the other equation to help you. Can you see you can hilangkan q? You just take q equals to 50 minus p. And you jadikan 50 minus p already. Okay, maybe you say something like, hey, Junhao, you still haven't hilangkan, still have two unknown. Just now have RQ, now have RP. Still haven't hilangkan, still cannot differentiate because have two unknown. Wait, I told you just now P is 2 pi R, right? Do you remember that? Rewind balik if you don't remember. So actually P is 2 pi R means I can put 2 pi R here, right? So can you see now my equation only have one unknown on the right hand side? It does not have like R and Q or R and P, it's just R only. So actually I can differentiate this equals 0. Okay, so it will be V equals to times darab masuk 50 pi R square, darab masuk minus 2 pi times pi is pi square. Okay, and then R times R square is like R power 3. And now I can find dVdr. Okay, dVdr 100 pi R, differentiate this 6 pi square R cos 2 and take this whole thing equals 0. 100 pi R minus 6 pi square R square equals 0. Why you take this equals 0? Because maximum. Okay, now you get 100 pi R, negative pindah jadi positive pi square R square, and now I can find R. Okay, how to find R? Let's see. Okay, pi and pi. Okay, I know how to do, but I don't know how to write it. Let's see. Okay, I can hantar the times R here, become divide R here. And then the whole 6 pi square, the whole 6 pi square thing, I just throw to the other side like this. It means I can potong here, tinggal R, and then I can potong the pi here, potong the pi here. And then 100, I potong divide 2, jadi 50, divide 2, jadi 3. And then I just tekan 50, divide bracket 3 pi. Have to put bracket, if no brackets, 50 divide bracket 3 pi. And I got 5.305. So I think that's my answer. That's my radius, 5.305 cm. Okay. So now I want to know whether the cardboard TUVW is suitable or not. So I know the cardboard TUVW, the height is 11 cm. So now I just try to find the diameter D lah. I just take 2 times 5.305 and see whether the diameter is bigger than 11 or smaller than 11. If it's bigger than 11, then I say it's not suitable because yeah, they are not the, how to say, they are not matched lah. Okay, like the circle will not match with this cardboard. But if it's smaller than 11, then it's matched lah. So what's answer times 2? 10.61. Yeah, 10.61 cm. So yeah, I think this cardboard is suitable because it's lesser than 11, and it means you can fit lah. You can actually form the cylinder this way. So I will say cardboard TUVW is suitable, right? So cardboard. Okay, don't write like this lah. You can write since diameter of cylinder is 10.61 cm, which is lesser than 11 cm. Okay, lesser or sama dengan cm, comma, cardboard TUVW is suitable. Right? Yeah. Just write the sentence like that. It doesn't have to be like just make sure the sentence makes sense, and then that's it. And it's good enough already. So that's how you get 8 marks. All right. So done already. Let's go to question 14. Let's go. The members of Art Club MRSM X want to draw a mural. I see this mural thing in the state paper a lot, you know. I remember I saw this in SPP. I'm not sure whether it's SPP or other set. They also ask something like this one. like want to draw a mural, and I still remember it's like Magma computer one. Okay, in the other set lah, I forgot which one already. I think it's SPP. I'm not sure lah. Okay, so okay, let's come back here. They want to draw a mural on their college computer lab. Same like the other set question. The other set question also like Magma computer. Okay, I think it's SBP. I'm not sure lah. Okay, all right. The design of the mural is congruent. Okay, this word congruent means same size, same shape. So you should know this is same size, same shape. Very important. That's what congruent means. Okay, so these are all blue squares. So all the blue squares here, they are all squares and they are all same size, same shape. The blue squares shaped at 20th row and 25th row will be painted with red color. So starting from the 20th row to the 25th row, the square will be red color. Okay, so now they want to number one, they want you to derive the formula for sum of first n term of the number of squares shaped that the drawn. So I can see at the first row there's only one square, and rows number 2 there's 3 square, and row number 3 is 5 square. It means every time you plus 2, right? So it's like 1, 3, 5, 7, so on, like keeps adding. So the A is 1, the D is 2, because every time you plus 2, means this is an arithmetic progression. So if I want to find, let's say, the sum of 5, okay, like sum of 5 terms. So what I will do is I will just put like 5 over 2 and then big bracket 2n, 2a plus n minus 1 is 4d, like that. Okay, because I use the formula n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. But now they want you to derive the formula for Sn. It means they never ask you to find S5 or S6 or S10 or S11. No, they just want you to find the Sn. Just Sn only. Means your answer will be in terms of n. Means the n you will just put n over 2 and then 2a plus n minus 1d. And then the a you put 1, the d you put 2. That's it. And then you become n over 2. 2 times 1 is 2. And then this one darab masuk is like 2 times n is 2n, 2 minus 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, 2 minus 2 can potong, 2 and the 2 here also can potong. You just left with n times n, which is n squared, and that's the answer. Okay, what about number 2? Hence, calculate the number of blue squares shaped that will be painted with red color. Remember they said just now which row will paint red color? The 20th row to the 25th row will all be painted red color. It means they ask how many squares will be painted with red color. So you need to know T20, okay, because that's at the 20th row, all the square will be painted with red color, right? So I need to know T20 got how many square, plus with T21 got how many square, T22 until T25. Okay, can you understand? It means, yeah, you have to plus. You have to plus. You cannot just find T20. Yeah, it means you have to use the S formula actually. You need to use the S formula. So I need to know T20, but if you do it like this, it can also lah, but it's very slow. Okay, it's very slow. It's like you find T20, T21, very slow. You can use a faster way. Just take S25. Okay, because S25 is T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 blah blah blah, blah until T25. T1 plus T2 until T25 minus with S19. Okay, S19 is T1 plus T2 plus T3 blah, blah, blah until T19, and then you will get this one. Okay, so it's faster if you do it like this. All right, and you don't have to use the n over 2. You want to use this formula also can. Okay, tak salah. If you use this formula, the n you masuk 25, the a you masuk 1d is 2. But you can use the formula you get from number 1 just now, which is just n square. So it will be faster. Just put 25 square, 19 square, 625 minus 19 square, I don't know, 361, and then 625 minus answer. So you get the answer so quickly, 264. All right, so that is the answer. You want to use this formula also can, right? You want to use the n over 2 formula also can. But I use this formula because I already get the formula from number 1 just now. Okay, because this n square formula actually comes from substituting A1 and D2, right? It means now I don't have to gantikan the A1, D2 already if I use the n square formula because I already ganti just now. Okay, so that's why it's very easy. Okay, that's why you get the answer very fast. Okay, done. Wait. I'm checking the answer. Wait. Yeah, Okay, let's look at B. Diagram 12 shows information about the rainforest based on the report of NGO. So nothing stand out here, nothing important here. So here they say what? Berita tergempar, shocking news. Date January 2021. 785 juta. So it's actually 785 million. Okay, if million means 6 kosong, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Okay. So million rainforest remaining from all over the world. Okay. And then they say report stated that the average annual means yearly, means 1 year. Deforestation means it will decrease in the world is 0.8%. So if it's decreased 0.8%, means I have to take the 785 million times with 0.8 equals times with 0.8% equals, and then take the 785 minus answer. But you can also do it faster. Just tekan 100 minus 0.8 first. So when you take 100 minus 0.8, you get 99.2%. Okay. And 99.2% is actually 0.992. It means it will go from 785 million to how much? You just times with 0.992. Okay. 785 times with 0.992. So it's 778.72 million. Okay, you notice something when I tekan my calculator, I never tekan 785,000,000 times 0.992. I never tekan that. I just tekan 785 divide 0.992. You know why? Look at number 1. Find the remaining area in million hectares. It means they want your answer in like this. It means they don't want the answer with like all the 0 one, because they want the unit in million hectares. It means they want the answer to look like this, not like with all the 0. They don't want to see the 0. Okay, that's why you don't have to write the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, let's times again. 778.72 times with 0.992 again. It's 772.49024 million lah. Okay, but yeah, you don't have to write so much lah. It's not important also. You just need the A and the R. I mean the A and the R only. The A is 785. No need to write the million actually. Okay. Yeah, no need to write that. Okay, because they want the unit in million hectares. Okay, so you just take the A as 785 and the R is 0.992. Okay, it means you will not write the million, but in the end later you have to write because the unit will be in hectares. Okay, find the remaining area for the nth year. So if they want to find the 5th year, means you just choose the T5 and then A plus N minus 1D like that. But they want the nth year, means they don't give you the N. So you just find Tn only. It will just be 785. Okay, this is geometric. If it's geometric, the formula will be different already. It will be AR power N minus 1. So it will be 785 times with 0.992 power N minus 1. And I think this is the answer. Okay, I think this is the answer. Okay, serious. Yeah, this is the answer because yeah, it should be in terms of N, right? So yeah, that's the answer. Okay, that's all. Yeah, that's all. Okay, so that's question 1. Let's look at question 2 now. Question 2, they say find the minimum number of years where at most, okay, at most the symbol will be smaller sama dengan half of the area in million hectares still remains from year 2021. So they say every year it will decrease by 99, I mean decrease by 0.8%. But this one is in January 2021. Okay, and it decreased yearly, right? Yearly, 1 year, right? So it means in 2022 it will get lesser. But they say when will it find the minimum number of years where at most half. It means Tn equals to half. Half remains. It means 785 over 2 like this. Okay, so it will be Tn equals to, let's tekan this, 785 divided 2. So it's 392.5. Okay, and you know the formula for Tn already. It's AR power N minus 1. So just masukkan the A is 785, the R is 0.992, power N minus 1, equals to 392.5. But wait, you shouldn't write equals. You should write smaller sama dengan. Okay, because they say find the minimum number of years where at most half the area. So at most, so smaller sama dengan this lah. This is the area This is half the area ma. So at most half the area means smaller sama dengan this the 392.5 lah. So now you can find the n. First you will pindah the thing first. So 0.992 power n minus 1 smaller sama dengan you tekan 392.5 divide 785. You get like 0.5. And now to solve this, you need to tambah log both sides. Okay, just like just now lah. Okay. So what you tambah log, so n minus 1 log 0.992. Okay, the power I terus letak depan and then smaller sama dengan log 10 0.5, and I can find my n. I had just tekan log 10 0.5 bahagi dengan log 10 0.992. Okay, be careful here because the smaller sama dengan actually will change to bigger sama dengan. Why? Why suddenly the smaller sama dengan will change to bigger sama dengan? Because you divide by negative number. If you tekan log 0.992, it's a negative number. How I know? Because I know every time if it's log 0. something, it will get negative. That's why I know. Okay. So if you forgot to change here, it will be wrong. Okay. So n minus 1 bigger sama dengan, now I right? Log 10 0.5 divide log 10 0.992. 89.29 just 30. That's 296. Ayo, wait. Log 0.5 divided by log 0.992. Did I think I tekan salah? Okay, wait log 10 0.5 divided log 10. Oh, 86 lah, 86. Alamak, what I write? Okay, and remember one thing, if during exam you're not sure whether you have to tukar the symbol or not, you just try lah. You just try tekan the log 0.92. You seriously will get negative value 1. Okay. Okay. So now n is bigger sama dengan 86.30 plus 1 is 87.30. Therefore n it will be 88. It means starting from the 88 year, 89 year, 90 year, that's when the forest is less than half already. But since they want minimum, remember just now they say find the minimum number of years. It means 88 lah. It means at least 至少, okay. I speak in Chinese pula. Means minimum it will took 88 years for the forest to, okay, to live at most half, for the area to be at most half the beginning lah, half of 785 million. Okay, so the answer is 88. All right, that's all. That's the answer. Okay, I think we can go to the final question here. Okay, number 55, and then we are done with this paper, right? Okay, let's go. Number 15, the organizer Y wants to organize a virtual running event. So they give you like a diagram here. Looks like a logo, looks like a badge. I don't know what is it. So diagram 13 shows the plaque for the virtual running event that will be given by organizer to all participants. So it's like every participant will get something like this, okay? Okay, so far nothing important. The cost of each plaque is 45 ringgit. Okay, I'm sure this will be important later. So the cost of this is RM45. Let's write it here. Maybe like here, RM. So the cost of one. It is given that the three circle. Okay, the three circle. 1, 2, 3. And all the shaded region are congruent. Oh, congruent. Hey, just now you see the word already, right? Congruent. Where is it just now? Where? Congruent. Here you see the word congruent here just now. And I say already congruent means same size, same shape. So it means all this shaded region is same size. Okay, it's all same size, same shape. Same size, same shape. Okay, it is given that the three circle congruent, radius of circle is 3. Okay, radius of circle is 3. And the perimeter of shaded region, shaded area is 2 pi. Oh, this is interesting. Perimeter of each shaded area, each shaded area. So let's say I'm just talking about one only now. The how to say, the perimeter of this is 2 pi. Can I assume that this is pi, yes or no? Because they say 2 pi so can I just take 2 pi divide 2 and then I get pi? So it means like the arc here is pi, here is pi. Can I do that? Yes or no? Yes, the answer is yes. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you can just divide the 2 pi by 2 and right here pi pi. Because, tengok sini. Let's say this is the center of the circle. I tarik to here. I tarik to here. And I tarik to here. Can you see this is a sector? Can you see that? This is a sector. It means this is 3 cm, this is 3 cm. But what if this circle, the center, I tarik here, I tarik here? Isn't this also 3 cm, 3 cm, and this is also the sector? And if I use highlight, you will see it more clear. The first sector is like this, and then the second sector is like this. And yeah, it makes sense that these two lines will be the same length because they are both, because they already mentioned just now, it's congruent, you know, all 6 sides are congruent. And I just proved to you that, okay, that this line and this line will be same length. That is why I can, that is why I can just assume this is pi and this is pi when they say perimeter of shaded region is pi. So the panjang here is pi and panjang here is pi, all right? Okay, now A, they want you to calculate total area of shaded region. So total area of shaded region, you don't have to find all of it. You just find one area of shaded region and then times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then times 7, all right? So let's find the area of 1 first. Okay, how to find the area of this thing? How to find the area of this? Okay, actually, I'm also not sure how to find the area. Okay, we know the radius is 3, right? So, okay, let's draw a line like this. Let's draw a line like this. This is 3, this is 3, right? So how to find the area of this? Maybe some of you will say like, oh, find the area of sector first. But cannot lah, because if you find area of sector, you find the whole thing. And then you want to minus off here. You want to minus here. But when you minus here, you do like, what is this? This shape, what is this shape? You cannot find the area here also. So cannot lah. So you have to use some other way to do it. So how? Okay, I already know. You use the area of segment. Okay. It means you will use the area of segment. And what is segment? Segment is the region between the chord and the arc, which is this part here. Can you see the part I'm coloring? It means you find the area of segment and then times 2. And then after you times 2, you times 7. Right? So I repeat again, find the area of segment first, and then times 2 to get 1 shaded region, and then times 7 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be 2 times area of segment. And the area of segment formula is 1 over 2 r square theta minus sine theta. And the r is 3 lah. But the theta, I need to know lah, the theta here. And how to find the theta here? Let's see. Okay, remember just now they say perimeter of shaded region is 2 pi. It means the length of arc is pi, right? Remember? So if the length of arc is pi, I can use s equals to r theta. My s, length of arc is pi. My radius is 3, my theta. So my theta will be pi over 3, right? Okay. And pi over 3 is actually, if you convert it to degree, you times 180 over pi, you get 60 degree, you know. So the formula for area of segment is 1 over 2 r squared theta minus sine theta. But the theta in front has to be in degree. The theta in the back should be in, the theta in front has to be in radian. So you write pi over 3. And then minus sine, the here will be in degree 60. So it will be 2. Okay, actually no need already. The 2 hilang already because 2 and 2 can potong here. And then 3 square is 9 times with, okay, this one you tekan. Okay, pi they say use 3.142. So 3.142 divide 3 minus sine 60. So you get like 0.1813. Okay, and then now you times 9, you get 1.632 cm squared. But wait, this one is just the area for 1 only. Okay, because you find the area of segment times 2, you only get like here and here, right? But now you have to times 7. So the total area will be 7 times 1.632, and then only you will get the final answer. 11.42 cm squared. Right. So that is the final answer. All right. Now I think I will look. Let's look at B. Okay, this is the final question already, right? Okay, finally lah. Okay, let's go. B. Organizer Y intends to color the shaded region with golden color. Oh, so all the shaded region want to like paint with gold color. Okay, put gold color lah. Right. So gold color, gold color, gold color, gold, or put gold color. Okay, and then they say the cost of coloring is 1 ringgit 20 cents per cm square. Okay, wait. Cost for coloring is 1 ringgit 20 cent per cm square. It means it means 1 cm square you need to pay 1 ringgit 20 cent. But if you want to paint all this gold color, you have to paint 11.42 cm square. It means it will be 11.42 times 1.20, right? That would be the total price. I mean the cost to color gold color. So I will take this one times 1.2. I get RM 13.71. Please write RM, okay, because this is price. So 13 ringgit 71 cent. Okay, that's 706 71. Okay, and then they say calculate the percentage of incremental cost that will be borne by the organizer. So percentage of increment cost. So percentage of increase will be, okay, remember just now they got mentioned something about cost or is 45, right? So how many increase? I will take 13.71 over 45 times 100 lah, because I want to know the percentage of how many increase. So I just can answer divide 45 times 100. I should get 30.459, 30.46. Please write percentage. Okay, please write the percent, right? So that's all. That's the answer. All right, I'm done with MRSM paper 1. Okay, I have one more paper. I have one more video I will do, the MRSM paper 2 video. So this MRSM paper is really difficult. Okay, okay, some of these questions are very challenging. Okay, and I hope I never make mistakes. Okay, while I'm doing this paper, and I think all correct lah. Okay, I got checked with the answer in the back just in case. So I hope you understand. I hope you got watch until the end. So that's all. All right. Bye bye.